Funding for the Iowa Girls High School Volleyball Championships is provided by
The path to greatness starts early. The Iowa Farm Bureau believes in Iowa's youth and their pursuit of greatness. That's why we're proud to be the title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Each student's effort is important, and when one rises, we all rise to a better Iowa.
Fairway, along with Nabisco, Wells Blue Bunny, and Frito-Lay, is a proud sponsor of the 2015 Iowa Girls High School Sports Championships. We congratulate all the schools and student athletes participating in this year's Girls High School State Volleyball Championships. Fairway, proud to care for the places we work and live.
By Musco Lighting, the sports lighting specialist, providing lighting systems for you, your project, and your community.
Mid-American Energy, diversifying the ways we generate electricity by investing in wind generation capacity in Iowa. Information is available at midamericanenergy.com. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
We've handed out 2 state titles today, but we're just getting started with 3 more championships left to crown here in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. As we move to Class 3A, it's West Liberty, the #1 team in the state, taking on the Nevada Cubs, who have played for 3 state titles in the last 9 months. Greetings, everyone, again. Eric Braley, Barb Randall, and the stakes are a bit higher for these 2 schools because they've never played for a state title in volleyball.
That's right, and that's what makes it so exciting, because this will be the first state championship in volleyball for either of these teams. And so it just means the stakes are higher and the teams will fight maybe just a tad harder.
So let's take a look at the semifinals. Both teams cruised, I would say, through the semifinals. Here's West Liberty. They defeated Mount Vernon in 3. Why are they such a tough team? Why do you think they might be deserving of that #1 ranking?
Well, you know the phrase, defense wins championships. Yep. I actually define the West Liberty team by their defense. I think their defense has been tremendous this week. They do have some great chemistry and some great teamwork. They have twins on the team, setter Cassidy Simon, and the libero is her twin, Maddie Simon.
So West Liberty looking primed and ready to win their first state title in volleyball, but the Nevada Cubs, again, that experience, athleticism, playing for a state title in soccer, last year's basketball state champs. Now they get a chance to prove it. It's their 3rd straight trip to Cedar Rapids State Tournament. Let's take a look at their semifinal victory over Carroll Kemper. They won in 3, Barb, and they really spread the ball around. It's not just one player from these Nevada Cubs.
Well, and when you have an athletic team, you can do that. You can make sure that each player gets a little bit of the action, and it also throws the defense off because they don't know exactly where the ball's going.
Jillian Tupper, the setter, #2 in the tournament for assists per set. A very balanced team, a team that's starting to get some confidence, and they're playing for their first state volleyball championship title here against West Liberty. So Ankeny Centennial is your 5A champion. West Delaware is your 4A champion. And now we get to 3A. Neither of these schools have a state title in volleyball. Who's it going to be, Nevada or West Liberty? But before we have the starting lineups and the action, we're going to honor a very distinguished coach. Let's go to the floor.
The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union's Golden Plaque of Distinction Award honors the Iowa coach who has demonstrated a successful career while making notable contributions towards school, community, and the coaching profession. Presenting this year's Golden Plaque Award is IGHSAU Executive Director Mike Dick and Volleyball Administrator Lisa Brinkmeyer. The 2015 recipient of the Golden Plaque of Distinction Award is Mount Vernon's Shirley Ryan. Shirley coached volleyball at Mount Vernon for 38 years and owns an overall coaching record of 829, 331, and 114, which ranks 3rd on Iowa's career wins list. She led the Mustangs to 3 state championships in 3 different classes. She won her first title in 1985, and with back-to-back titles in 2009 and 2010. Along the way, Shirley's squads won 15 conference titles. A strong advocate for advancing the sport of volleyball, Shirley has served stints on the IGHSAU's Volleyball Advisory Committee. She's been active in the Iowa Girls Coaches Association and currently serves on the IGHSAU Volleyball Hall of Fame Committee. Shirley and her husband Michael are the parents of sons David and Russ. They have 9 grandchildren, including 3 granddaughters that Shirley was able to coach at Mount Vernon. Shirley and Michael also have 2 great-grandchildren. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the Volleyball Golden Plaque of Distinction Award from Mount Vernon, Shirley Ryan. Accompanying Shirley today is her husband, Michael. Congratulations.
There have been a lot of great volleyball coaches in the state of Iowa, and she is well deserving of that honor. Congratulations to Shirley Ryan, the recipient of the 2015 Volleyball Golden Plaque of Distinction Award. Let's now go back to the floor.
And the Comets from West Liberty. Now let's meet the team members from West Liberty. Number 1, Tamra Wiseman. Number 4, Haley Mueller. Number 6, Emma Martin. Number 7, Lauren Aird. Number 8, Brianna Thurnis. Number 12, Brianna Morales. Number 14, Mariela Filario. Number 15, Elizabeth Baca. And the assistant coach is Brittany Buffelli, Veronica Rivera, and Susan Buckley. Now let's meet the starters for the Comets. Number 3, Cassidy Simon. Number 5, Macy Akers. Number 9, Haley Daufelt. Number 10, Audra Bridenstine. Number 11, Hattie Anderson. Number 13, Kylie Becker. And the libero, number 16, Maddie Simon. And the head coach of the Comets is Ruben Galvan. Now let's meet the team members from Nevada. Allie Fye. Number 3, Lindsay Haley. Number 5, Ashley Thompson. Number 7, Caroline Wagner. Number 10, Megan Anderson. Number 13, Sky Borton. Number 14, Kelsey Wiederen. Number 15, Kaylee Krushwitz. Number 16, McKinley Jones. And the assistant coach is Lori Stevenson and Heidi Grimm. Now let's meet the starters for the Cubs. Number 2, Gillian Tupper. Number 4, Abby Stevenson. Number 8, Abby Bremer. Number 9, Erin Francis. Number 11, Amaris Hornbuckle. Number 12, Katie Cassabaum. And the libero is number 6, Chloe Davis. The head coach of the Cubs, Will Bauman. Now the officials for today's match. The first referee is Jeff Neihart. The second referee, Carrie Hargis. The line judges, Kim Paddock and Jude Holzer. Ladies and gentlemen, let's play volleyball.
Indeed, let's play some more volleyball. 5A, 4A champs in the books. 3A, 2A, 1A left to be determined here today. Championship Friday here in Cedar Rapids. Let's take a look at the starting rotation for the #1 ranked West Liberty Comets. 37-4 overall. A couple key players in that rotation.
That's right. The Simon twins that are headed to Boise State next year. Cassidy is the setter and Maddie is the libero.
So that's a look at the starters. And now for the Nevada Cubs, 32-9, the Heart of Iowa Conference champs. Katie Kassenbaum leads the way.
And she's headed to UNI to play volleyball next year.
Abby Stephenson, a great athlete as well. Again, they've played in 3 state championships, and now in the last 9 months. Here's West Liberty Comets. Bart, what do they need to do to win a title?
Well, one of the things they need to do is play their continued excellent defense. This week has been tremendous for them defensively. They also need to run a quicker offense. They're a bit smaller than Nevada's front line. Sorry, I know that's a sore spot with you. And they can get an advantage by getting the ball quicker.
And the Nevada Cubs terminate ball first swing and serve aggressively.
That's right. The Nevada Cubs do not want to get in a rally with West Liberty. And then they also need to serve aggressively to keep West Liberty from getting into that quick offense.
The Cubs beat Carroll Kemper 3-0 just yesterday in the semifinals. Well, West Liberty swept Mount Vernon in 3. So neither team really battle-tested in the semis. Interesting to see what's going to unfold here for the 3A title. Neither team has won a state title in the sport of volleyball. Let's see what takes place here. Nevada, they're on the left of your screen in the purple tops, dark bottoms, while West Liberty's wearing the blue tops. And West Liberty's, hey, they're the ones cheering as they get the first point of this match. We played at 25, win by 2. And the first team to win 3 sets wins the match, and they are your state champion. To serve for West Liberty, it'll be the libero. That's Maddie Simon, who we highlighted in that starting rotation. Kassenbaum, not the best set and connection there. Back to the Cubs side. Little back set, and that'll go down for the Nevada Cubs. First point here in the championship match. Hornbuckle with the kill. Let's take a look at my favorite camera, the net camera, right above.
Well, and you can see the blockers their timing wasn't together, and it was real easy to hit over that block.
Aces across the board, 1-1 in the first, but a kill on the outside. Kylie Becker had 137 kills, the senior outside hitter, and is #7 at the state tournament in kill percentage. Very efficient, hitting .313 down in Cedar Rapids this week. Good pass, nice set, the wind up, and Kassenbaum can't get it down. That's one thing we talked about. West Liberty, they're gonna make you work for every point with their defense. Ball finally hits the ground, and Nevada ties it up at 2-2.
Well, and that's exactly what we're talking about. Bridenstine was on the floor after the first contact, and the ball bounced back at her, and she still attempted to get it over the net.
Here's Abby Stephenson, again, just a junior, an outside hitter, tremendous all-around athlete, as most of these Nevada Cubs are. Won a state title in girls basketball just last year. Made it to the state semifinals in volleyball last year and got runner-up honors in the soccer. Barb, I know as a former college coach, you love having multiple sports student athletes.
Absolutely. Then you know they're an athlete and you can train them for whatever position fits into your team at that time. In addition, in my opinion, having played 4 athletes in high school, some sports help you with aspects of other sports. I really believe that basketball helps my peripheral vision. And there are other things that maybe the intangibles that you get.
Katie Kassenbaum, the middle hitter for Nevada, their go-to player offensively with 300 kills on the season, will play volleyball at UNI next year. 3-3, but she's a multi-sport athlete. Back set slide right down the line. Abby Bremer, the senior middle hitter, and the Cubs back on top at 4-3. The libero. This is Chloe Davis. At 46 aces in the regular season and winning the joust Well, Cassidy Simon isn't the tallest or strongest player, but she wins that battle above the nylon.
Well, and a lot of times setters win that battle because they've been taught it's the second person who contacts the ball, and that's not always the case. Sometimes it's just a stronger person, but setters somehow have a magic to that. And as a former middle blocker, that it's frustrating.
Controlling is West Liberty, ranked #1 in the state, 37-4. But Nevada back on top with the kill. Another kill for Bremer. And we talked so much about Kassenbaum and how she's their leader offensively. Well, guess what? There's been 5 points. She hasn't received a kill yet. It's been other Cubs stepping up.
Well, and that's going to be important because West Liberty can key on one player, but you can't key on the whole team.
Tupper, the setter, with a nice serve. Here comes West Liberty in system. Good pass, nice set, the swing. Beautiful up, free ball over the net to the Comets. Attack near sideline, and it goes deep. The Cubs are on a mini run, up 6-4 in the first. Love the atmosphere here inside the U.S. Cellular Center in downtown Cedar Rapids. Both schools have brought the towns and the student sections to try and cheer their respective school to the state title here in 3A. Eric Braley, Barb Randall for Iowa Public Television. A little roll shot, and it's now 7-4.
Nevada's doing a great job of mixing things up. Going line, going cross court, a nice roll shot. And that roll shot was placed perfectly. It was almost equidistant for all the defenders, and that's hard to know who's going to take that ball.
Kind of hitting the Bermuda Triangle of that defense. Cubs on a run. You might think that West Liberty might call a timeout sooner than later if it keeps going this way. There it is, 8-4, Nevada with the advantage. What are they doing in the last couple minutes, Barb, to get this separation? Let's listen in to Will Bauman in the Nevada huddle.
Flat ball, right? So our release needs to be a little bit deeper. Also, 9 is back row attack. Jill, if she back row attack, she stays up front. You have that push deep, okay? Also, set or dump. We got a spy dump. Dump will absolutely happen. It's just a matter of when it happens. It's not about if. Got it? Okay, hitters, got your outlets? Yes. We know it's open? Okay, make sure we're communicating, and set for sure is up, no dump. Here we go.
Team up there, 1, 2, 3, team.
So Will Bauman, one of the best coaches in the state. It's a mental thing, though, as well. And this was before the match. No volleyballs, no hitting, no passing, just cups. What's going on with the cups, and why would Will Bauman have them stacking cups, Barb?
Well, I think part of it is competitiveness. You know, you want to get everybody, have everybody be loose, but have them be competitive with each other, ready to fight. But last year, when he was in between matches, the team was juggling. So he does a lot of things to make the team, to put the team in uncomfortable positions, so they know how to deal with it when they're in an uncomfortable position on the court.
And the reason why they had so much time was in 4A. West Delaware made quick work of Harlan, sweeping them. So there was about 45 minutes before they could get started warming up. So what do? Do you watch TV? Do you read the newspaper? Do you take a nap? Then you got to keep your mind, your body going. So let's stack some cups. Well, don't question it because it's working. 9-4. Will Bauman, an incredible coach. 11 years of coaching. His second year at Nevada. He's won a total of 8 straight tournament appearances and 5 Class 1A titles at Tripola. Last year in the semifinals. This year in the championships. A much-needed kill out of West Liberty there. Let's see if they can get a run going. Bumping it up to the outside, the swing, and there's no stopping that. Beautiful for Morris Hornbuckle. And the Cubs first to double digits here in the first set. Deep serve, quick set, beautiful. Hard to stop those quick sets, and if they can get their middles working, I think that's going to be key for West Liberty, second kill so far this opening set from Morales.
Well, and Daufel is the kind of the kill leader, the offensive leader, so expect her to get a lot of sets, whether she's in the middle or in the back row. She will get sets, and she'll get the things turned around a little bit.
Very nice slide for Hornbuckle. The set right on the money by Tupper. Back to a 5-point lead for Nevada. Opening set of the 3A championships. West Liberty. Very quick return. It's Haley Daufel. She had 294 kills. The senior middle hitter in the regular season, and is actually ranked number 3 at state here in kill percentage, 372. She's been very efficient this week in the state tournament.
Well, and that's really saying something, because she does get a lot of the sets from Simon.
Point to the Cubs. Back up by 5. Well, Barb, before the starting lineup, they honored a very special coach. And while Will Bauman and Ruben Galvan are young, up-and-coming coaches, why does Mount Vernon's coach have such a special place in your heart, and why do you think she's so deserving of that honor?
Well, she coached there for 38 years. I mean, that's huge. And she's just a very nice woman and a very good person. And when I came back to Iowa, she welcomed me with open arms. She's just a volleyball fan, and we actually beat her team to make it to state one year, and she, you know, doesn't hold anything against us for that, and she's just a very warm woman.
Well-deserved honor. Meanwhile, play goes on. Kassenbaum gets her first kill for Nevada, and the Comets get their first kill out of number 10, Audra Bridenstine, and 281 kills in the regular season. The only West Liberty player to have double-digit kills in the semifinal win, 10 of them, and she hit 243 with 6 digs. Cubs, though, in a pretty good spot at 14-8, just as those words come out of my mouth. West Liberty, I think, glanced up at the scoreboard and says, we got to make a run now. 3 kills already for Simon. Here's Emma Martin. The attack on the outside, it goes long. Good communication in the back row by the Comets, saying, let's let this one go.
Good communication, and that time Kassenbaum was just a little bit behind the ball rather than being on top of the ball and having the correct trajectory for that. If you're on top of the ball, that ball will go more downward.
Back set, tip. Good coverage by West Liberty. And that one's going to go out of bounds. Love the hustle, crashing into that Farm Bureau sign on the scores table. Ran out of real estate. We got a 3-point game. Here's the replay. Can't fault the effort from any of these student athletes here at this 3A championship match.
Well, and there's not a ton of room around the court. There's about 10 feet on each side, and so you have to make sure that if you're going to shank the ball, you can't shank it too far.
Cubs have it in system, setting to the outside. West Liberty now on the attack, stuffed at the net. Great rally here. And you can tell just every point, nothing's coming easy for either of these teams. A little mishit on the slide, but Kassenbaum gets it down for her second kill. Cubs back up 15-11.
Again, she kind of hit the middle of the court, which so far has been successful for Nevada, as West Liberty has struggled with some of those close inner, who's going to take it, I got it, you take it, that kind of thing.
Ruben Galvan wants a timeout. Here's a look from the net cam. Found an opening. And now let's step inside the huddle for West Liberty and Coach Ruben Galvan.
Okay, right now they're keying up on our hitter because our passes are way too far back. On the slide, get square up with the hitter. Watch her hips turn. You got to come into that, okay? Watch the road shot. Let's go, ladies.
Love listening inside. We thank the coaches for allowing us to give you, the viewers, that inside perspective of what's going on strategy-wise. Well, strategy. Ruben Galvan has every single one of his players learn to speak Espanol.
Yeah, they're all bilingual, and some practices are completely in Spanish.
Wow.
That's awesome.
The team chemistry and the amount of focus you have to pull that off.
Yeah.
So here's the serve. Nevada up by 4. But West Liberty calling the timeout, trying to regroup, figure things out. We want to get that opening set. But Nevada with the score. That's Erin Francis. Haven't called her name much, but she's one of their prime offensive weapons. 216 kills in the regular season. Had 13 kills in the semifinals. Good aggressive serve by Stevenson, but it goes out of bounds. And the Comets trail just by 4 here. West Liberty wearing the blue tops, Nevada wearing the purple. Kassenbaum, that's a tough angle to take, and she hammers it home for her 3rd kill of this opening set.
Well, and Kassenbaum is so much higher than the block. You see here, the contact point is over the block. That's hard to defend because your block is supposed to funnel the ball to the back row defenders, and if the hitter's hitting over the block, that doesn't really funnel anything. So Kassenbaum, if they keep setting her, she could, just hammer away all day, and West Liberty's got to come up with an answer to that.
Oh, look at that hustle and effort, but then a little collision. They had to hit it over in that 3rd contact, unable to do so. And we're at a real critical juncture here. Played at 25, win by 2. Nevada leads by 4 and a very costly service error by West Liberty's Bridenstine. So the Cubs get the side out and the point. And here's Tupper to serve for Nevada. Again, if you're just tuning in, this is the 3A High School Volleyball Championship match. The 5A championship went to Ankeny Centennial. The 4A went to West Delaware. We still have the 2A and 1A to decide later this afternoon and into the evening hours. But right now, all focus and attention on this marquee matchup here in Class 3A.
What a great tip by Simon. She got that deep corner, or area 5, as we like to call it in the volleyball court, and nobody was there. As the Cubs play a player back defense, that leaves the corners open.
Hornbuckle powers it through a block, tools it out of bounds. 4 kills for her. Amaris Hornbuckle having a big season as a senior. 2 contacts. The Cubs lead by 6, and they need just 5 more to take this opening set. Francis to serve. She has 50 aces in the regular season. Down the line, that's going to count. Nice placement by West Liberty.
It was a perfect swing. The block didn't quite have the antenna sealed off, so there was, a foot or so of room, and she threaded the needle.
Hattie Anderson.
And the defense was right there, but she hit it deeper than what they could defend.
Nevada has it. Here's the set. Little give and go action for the Cubs. And the Cubs get the point. 21-15 now. Getting that separation. You don't want to breathe easy and take it and put it on cruise control, but looking up at the scoreboard, this is their biggest lead.
Well, and you can't ever in volleyball because momentum shifts so quickly that you can't take a breather because the opponent will come right back at you.
Right there, another kill. This time, Kylie Becker, an outside hitter, a senior. 9 kills in the semifinal victory against Mount Vernon. Hit .438 and averaged 3 kills per set for the Comets. Service ace. Holy cow. Somehow, some way, they're able to knock it back over. But the Comets end up getting the point. Jumped the gun there a bit, Barb.
That's okay. So that time, Haley Daufelt did an awesome job of being back up quick so that Simon could get her the ball and have a quick set. And they need to make sure that they're having good passes to the setter so that they're able to do that every single time.
Stevenson with a nice attack. Free ball over the net, back to Nevada. Kassenbaum pushes it over. Attacked by Bridenstine and Becker. Not seeing a lot of aggressive swings in this rally here, and there you finally get one, and it's going to be the exclamation point for Kylie Becker.
Well, and sometimes that's a coaching philosophy. So sometimes if the coach will tell you, if you're not in position, I don't want you taking a big hard swing in it. Get it hard, we'll play defense, we'll get the ball back. But some coaches want just aggressive behavior every single time, and they want you to just swing hard for it no matter what. That's a hard swing. Katie Kassenbaum. I think she could even take her sets a little higher. It seems like she's hitting kind of by her head. And what she wants to do is have her arm fully extended and hit the ball at the top of her reach with her arm fully extended. Kassenbaum, Nevada all-time leader. School history in kills and blocks. A member of the all-tournament team last year in volleyball as Nevada made it to the semifinals. Oh, nice placement. Using every square inch of this court. Well, and that's the golden corners. With player back defense, you got to hit the corners. And I guarantee that Ruben Galvan has said, you know, corners, corners, corners with this defense. Megan Anderson in for Nevada as a defensive specialist. She's played in 87 of the 102 sets in the regular season. Down the line, was it touch? No, it wasn't. Point for the Comets, and might want a timeout here. It's 22-20. I think Nevada coach Will Bauman trying to get the attention of the down official. Finally does. And now a timeout. Well, this thing is going down to the wire in the opening set. What's Will Bauman have to say in that Nevada huddle?
Silly mistakes. Back here, that ball doesn't hit. You guys definitely cross. Up here, abs, we're definitely keeping the ball in, okay? If you need an outlet, it will be tip over block. That's what's going to be open, all right? Also, lefty jump float coming at us. Short ball, they've done it a few times already. Got it? If we can find Katie on the 3 ball here, Jillian, or we've got Abby on the backside. Abby, if we get in trouble, tip over block, middle, donut will be open. Any questions? You keep attacking. We attack. Let's go.
That's a listen inside the Nevada huddle. And Barb, our color analyst, can you tell us what he was saying? Sure. They want to run Katie Kassenbaum on a 3 right now, which is about 10 feet away from the setter, and it's a quick set. They need a good pass to do it. If you're in trouble or you don't have a good swing on the ball, the tip right over the block is open, as well as what we call the campfire defense. He calls the donut. You put it right in the middle of the court. 2 contacts the call. Comets fighting and clawing their way to make this a 1-point ball game. Here's the set. They wanted to go to Kassenbaum, and that's why. Work in the middle, getting the kill, her 5th kill of this opening set. And the Nevada Cubs just 2 points away. More importantly, probably the side out for Nevada. Exactly, stopping the run and making sure that you're getting 1 step closer to that 25-point mark. Substitution, here's Brianna Thurnis in defensively for West Liberty. Back set, tip. Setter, kill, point, Nevada. Smart headsy play by Jillian Tupper, and we're down to set point. 24-21, got to win by 2. Nice look in the replay there. Stevenson to serve for Nevada. Out of bounds, and the Nevada Cubs in the driver's seat after taking the first set. 25-21. Looked pretty good for Nevada. It really did, and it wasn't the same defensive team for West Liberty that we've seen all week, so it will be interesting to see if Coach Calvan can make a change there. Well, we caught up with Katie Kassenbaum after the semifinal victory yesterday, talking about all the important things that go into this.
as a team, we have a lot of different weapons, so it's hard to shut us down in one place because there's always another outlet we have. And I think part of it is we're a really, really competitive bunch of girls, so we take the loss last year and losing games in the season really to heart, and we really want to go after it and win it.
Taking a look at Kassenbaum, she had a great first opening set. And comparing the team stats, Nevada had 15 kills to West Liberty's 14. 21 digs for Nevada to West Liberty's 17. And actually 2 blocks for West Liberty. That defense was pretty strong, but not enough. I like what I saw out of West Liberty, able to come back. Maybe they can use that momentum heading into the second set.
Well, I think they'll get a little bit of momentum from the end of the set there, but I also think they'll probably get a little momentum right now from Coach Galvan. I'm sure he's back there giving them heck.
Let's hear what Cassidy Simon of West Liberty had to say on making school history here in Cedar Rapids this week.
West Liberty has not made it this far. I think they've, back in 90-something, I think they've only made it to the second round, but we just surpassed that. So going into the championship will make West Liberty proud, and I hope we are making them proud. And getting to that championship is definitely nothing West Liberty has ever seen. So us girls are super excited for it. We're ready to take home that title.
So Nevada won the first set 1-0, and what does West Liberty need to do, Barb, to even things out? When we did the 5A match, Ankeny Centennial lost to Bettendorf in the first set, but they won the next 2, 3, and 4 set. They are your champions, so West Liberty still needs to believe.
Well, they need to believe, but I really think they need to pick up their defense. We've talked about it all match so far. Their defense was spectacular this week, and that's how they won matches. And their defense this first set has fallen a little short. So I'm sure Coach Galvan has been like, if there's a ball on the floor, there's a body on the floor, and I want to see every single person making that extra effort.
Today's the last day for volleyball in the state of Iowa, Barb.
It's one of the saddest days and one of the best days of the year.
Again, here's a look at the full screen graphic with statistics. Pretty even, and that's what you expect in a 25-21 opening set. Assists go to West Liberty. That means that they had a couple more kills, a couple more airs maybe for the Comets, but pretty even. And I don't think this 3A final is going to be decided with a 3-set sweep by anyone.
Well, it doesn't seem like it will be that way, but you just never can tell.
Volleyball, a sport that's based hugely on momentum. Right now, Nevada has the advantage in the momentum. West Liberty has the ball and a chance to serve to start the second set. Barb Randall, Eric Braley with the call here for IPTV Sports. Hopefully you're enjoying this full day of awesome coverage of the state championships. West Liberty there in blue, attacking on the left side of your screen. Nevada there in purple, celebrating on the right side here. West Liberty, #1 in the state of Iowa. 37 wins, just 4 losses. Making their 8th trip to Cedar Rapids, 2nd straight year. And guess what? They lost to Nevada last year in the opening round. So I would think that'd be a little bit of motivation for them.
I would think so too. I'm sure that has kind of stuck in their craw a little bit the past year, making sure that, you know, if they get the chance to play the same team again, they want to take advantage this time.
West Liberty really returns almost their entire lineup. Nevada, state champs in girls basketball last year, they returned their entire lineup for that as well. So it's interesting that a lot of these girls play multiple sports, aren't able to start practicing basketball, obviously, until the volleyball season comes to an end. What better way than to have your final game be a victory and a state title?
Well, and
potentially carry that over into the sport of basketball.
That's exactly right. And you also know that the champions know how to win.
Yeah.
So you want as many of those champions on your other sports teams so that they can help the other sports teams and other sports teammates learn how to win.
3-1, Nevada jumps out to the early lead here in the second set. You have to win 3 sets to be a state champ. Nice play. A very active, smart setter out of Jillian Tupper. She has 22 kills in the regular season. Saw something on the other side of the net says, I'm just going to call my own number and make a play here.
Well, and luckily she was front row, so she was able to do that.
West Liberty on the attack. Nevada in system. Good pass, nice set. Good up defensively by the libero, Simon. Blocked out of bounds, though. Point Nevada. Abby Stevenson. Again, she is not very tall, but boy, is she athletic. She can get up.
Well, and you can see how she wants to use those hands and wipe off, swing kind of out of bounds so it hits the hands and then stays out of bounds.
Stevenson, number 5 in the state tournament for kill percentage with 321. Number 3 in the state tournament for kills with 21. And number 3 at the state tournament in digs with 41. 6-1. Timeout, West Liberty. Cubs won the first one, 25-21. They lead by 5. Let's tune into the West Liberty huddle right now.
You got to slow the game up. If you're going to play slow, slow it down, or you're going to be quick, you got to pick it up a notch. Okay, they're dictating what we do. We can't have that. We got to pick up the tone right away, okay? If you're going to tip the ball, make sure it's to an open spot. We cannot be giving them free balls, ladies, okay? They got a quick offense. We got to make sure they don't get it comfortable running that. We're still okay. We're okay right here. Take a deep breath, okay? Relax. Play Comet Volleyball.
Comets on 3, 1, 2, 3, Comets.
Play Comet Volleyball. Well, they opened up the season 22-0. As Iowa's last unbeaten team until falling the two-way qualifier West Branch on October 3rd. They know how to win.
They do know how to win. And the other thing, he talked about playing Comet Volleyball, but he also talked about, you know, how quick the other offense is. What they need to do is just get touches on those blocks so that it does slow the ball down for the back row defenders.
Let's see if they can take what they talked about in the huddle, transfer it out on the court. Big time kill. She wound up and knocked it through the block. That's Audra Bridenstine, top 10 at the state tournament in kills with 18. There's no denying her on that one.
Nope, and she was ready for that ball to come back over the net, and that's huge.
6-2, Nevada looking for a side out, and they go to Kassenbaum, the University of Northern Iowa recruit, and she knocks it through for her 5th kill.
That time West Liberty's block did get a touch on it, and then the back row defender got a touch on it. They just need to make sure that they continue to do that.
Stevenson, service air. She had 37 aces in the regular season. Used to be a rule where if it hit the net and went over, oh, that's a service fault.
That's right.
That
I would have stopped playing at that.
Do you like how they changed it where it can hit the net and dribble over and still count? Because that's tough to defend.
It is. It's tough to defend, and it probably gets a point for a team every set, something like that. I don't mind that rule, but if they were going to go back with any rule, that would be the one I'd say.
And we might have some viewers tuning in that don't understand maybe why we're playing to 25 or rally scoring. In the last maybe 8 years, they changed high school rules. They changed NCAA Division I rules as the Cubs lead 8-4 here in the second set. You want to maybe talk about rally scoring and a couple of those rule changes?
Sure.
And maybe why?
Yeah, so volleyball fans, and it's really more like coaches and that kind of thing, have long been trying to figure out how to get more volleyball on TV. But TV producers didn't want volleyball because a match could take 30 minutes or it could take 2 hours and 30 minutes, and there's no way for them to plan and schedule around that. So they changed volleyball to make it more of a consistent time. Most matches take right around 2 hours, and most TV shows can kind of plan around that. So that's why they made the change. They switched to rally scoring, which means you don't have to serve to get a point. Whoever wins the point gets a point. And then they added the libero position, which, as you see on the court, there's a player in a white shirt on the Nevada side and a player in a blue shirt on the West Liberty side. Those players have special rules. They're defensive specialists. They don't count as a substitution, And then they also cannot set the ball if they're standing in front of the 3-meter line, and they also cannot attack the ball above the height of the net from anywhere on the court.
So some rule changes. Again, it's not just here in the state of Iowa. It's not just at the high school level. It's also at the college level as well. The down official talking things over, and now we're good to go. 9-5 the score. Nevada with the lead after claiming that first set. 25-21. They've been in the driver's seat and looking strong here in set 2 as they race first and hit double digits, 10-5.
Becker did a nice job of getting her hand on the ball, but as you can see from that picture, that's a great shot. Her hands are not pushed over the net. If her arms would have been pushed over the net, then that ball would have gone straight down on the Nevada side of the net.
Double hit against the Comets, and it's now a 6-point advantage for Nevada. Nevada defeated West Marshall, to North Polk and PCM to get to the state tournament here in Cedar Rapids. 3-0, 3-1, 3-0. In the quarterfinals, they beat Waterloo Columbus Catholic 3-1. And in the semifinals yesterday, defeated Carroll Kemper in 3. Right now, West Liberty, the #1 ranked team in Class 3A, trying to figure out this puzzle, which is the Nevada Cubs. Quick set, quickly return. Outside. Nice long rally here for the 3A state championship match. Good offense, defense. Feels like this point's taking a couple minutes here to decide. Here's what I'll predict. Whoever wins is going to have a big-time celebration. And that's the Nevada Cubs. When you fight so hard for that one single point, that's big for momentum as you look at the Nevada student section.
But that could have possibly kind of started to shift things to West Liberty, because that's the kind of volleyball that West Liberty's used to playing.
Abby Bremer in for Nevada, senior middle hitter. Cubs right now doubling up on the Comets here in the second set. We're at the halfway point. Blocked, it hit the antenna. When that antenna is waving, you see the line judge waving that red flag, saying that means it's out of bounds.
They'll straighten this out. It went off the antenna, off the blocker's hands.
Yep. That's why you have the state's best officials calling things out here. West Liberty deserved the point. They got it. There's the line judge.
Well, and the state's best officials, this state tournament is just like it is for the officials, it is for the players. The officials are rated throughout the season by the coaches in the matches that they officiate, and then the best are chosen to come here and officiate this week.
Look at Cassidy Simon flexing her muscles as she pushes it through. Katie Kassenbaum can't handle it. Oh my.
Well, and she did push that. She had kind of the better angle, and she was able to just shove it through.
12-8. Nevada still in control. Good swing, but an even better dig there. Attack near side, down the line. Great hustle, scrappy defense. Another long rally. Setting up their offense. Outside for West Liberty, down for the point. Well, I tell you what, West Liberty looks sure different to me than what we saw in the opening set in the first part of this second set, Barb.
Well, and it's because they're starting to get some touches in the back row, getting some balls up so that they can continue those rallies.
One of the keys for West Liberty to win a state title, continue excellent defense. Hard to stop that, though.
It is really hard to stop that. However, I think the timing on West Liberty's block is off. To me, it looks like they're jumping way too early, and not just on that hit, although you saw it on that replay. It seems like every attack, they're jumping too early.
7 kills for Katie Kassenbaum, the senior middle hitter. Add another point to the Cubs tally.
Well, and that was a nice block. It was a double blocking. You could tell from here that Casabom's hands were pushed over the net, and that's why that ball went straight down.
Service ace. Oh my. When it felt like the momentum had shifted over to West Liberty, Nevada puts together a run here, and instead of calling a timeout, head coach Ruben Galvan brings in a substitution. Brianna Thurnis has only played in 13 sets all year. Probably wasn't expecting to maybe get her number called. Service ace. She has 54 service aces in the regular season, dialing up a couple right now. Timeout, West Liberty. Nevada, winners of the first set, leading 16-9 here in the second. Let's hear what West Liberty head coach Ruben Galvan has to say.
Okay, we're not making good choices on our setting. They got a big blocker in the middle. We got to set the ball outside so our hitters can use the outside blocker on that, okay? Hey, just relax. Okay, relax. Play your game. Remember, we won a game when we were down 24-16. So this game's not over yet. Keep playing, keep playing. We got it, let's go.
Always good to put things in perspective.
Well, he's right. You just need to relax and enjoy this. And when you're relaxed and you're playing and you're having fun, that's when you play your best.
24-16, that's an incredible
That's
comeback.
awesome. It's awesome.
16-9 though, the Nevada Cubs on a 4-0 run. Hornbuckle has been serving nails over the net here. She's #1 in Class 3A in service aces here at the state tournament. Slide, the timing was off there a little bit. Really nothing the defense did, but that's a tough play to get everything right with on that back setter slide.
Well, it was nothing the defense did, but the set was outside of the court, and so would have been amazing if Casabom could have brought that back in. She was chasing it, and that makes it a little harder to, even though that's what you want to do, it's harder to adjust.
Tough. Doffel returns it right back to the Cubs side with the service air. 17-10. Nevada looking to go up 2-0. West Liberty trying to even out the series here. Set to the outside. Nice roll shot. Perfect.
Well,
placement and decision there.
That's what Galvan was talking about in the huddle. Get the ball to the outside. If you can push it out there quickly, you can see she's against a single blocker. So that really helps the offense when you're only against one blocker.
West Liberty in control with the blue uniforms. Nevada gets it with the purple tops. Nice action, right court. Nice point there for West Liberty. 12-1 conference record in the River Valley Conference. Their losses this year, West Branch twice, Dike New Hartford, and Marion. So some quality losses for them. For Nevada, lost to Ankeny Centennial, the 5A champion. Cedar Falls, who made it to the semifinals. West Des Moines Valley, Southeast Polk, Lewis Central, Grundy Center, Bettendorf, who made it to the finals, and Iowa City High. As you take a look at the replay,
again,
and we'll see this with Janesville. You know, really Nevada likes to schedule tough as far as going up against those 4A, 5A schools.
And that helps when it comes to this point in the season.
That time the slide works as Bremer, the senior, with the kill. She has 3. And a substitution for West Liberty. Emma Martin, a sophomore defensive specialist, into the lineup to play the back row. Working to the outside. Oh, good decision, but it goes out of bounds. And the Cubs lead by 8 and only need 5 more points.
Well, and it looks like West Liberty has taken some things off the ball, maybe trying to roll shot a little bit more than they normally would. And I don't know if that's a philosophy they have that, you know, if you're not feeling it, not to swing hard, but sometimes you got to throw a hard one in there.
The run continues for Nevada. West Liberty just needs a side out here, and they get it. And here's one thing, Barb, even if West Liberty does not come back and win this second set, trying to make a run to get some momentum to carry into the third set where it's do or die time. It's must win or their season's over.
Right, they need to do something that creates some energy here, whether it be that they make that swing and get some momentum going.
Wow.
Or make plays like that and get the crowd into it.
Incredible. But when you go to all that effort, you're completely out of position defensively, and making them pay is Francis with her 6th kill.
Well, and when you go that far off the court, the other side knows it. So they know to throw it right back at you.
Still got to love that hustle. 22-13, almost a service ace. Nevada has it. Many options offensively here. There's a good one, and now they lead by double digits and are 2 points away from winning the second set.
And the block for West Liberty just isn't getting the middle blocker's not getting out there. There's a huge hole. The timing's weird. They're struggling with their block.
And if you're an attacker and there's not a solid block there,
right, you're going to succeed a lot more than you won't.
2 contacts, a lift call. Game point, Nevada on the verge of going up 2-0. West Liberty with the point. And looking at both teams, very balanced offensively when you look at distribution of those kills.
Well, and that's important. And it's important if you're going to make a comeback because they don't know which player is going to get it.
Good attack, and there's the point. 25-14. The Cubs just ran away with that. And Nevada has never won a state title in volleyball. They're 1 win away now. Winners of the first set, 25-21. Winners of the second, 25-14. Well, let's switch from volleyball to swimming. Let's join Paul Yeager with highlights from the 2015 Girls State Swimming and Diving Championships.
In Marshalltown for the 2015 Swimming and Diving Championships from the YMCA and YWCA. It's time now for the 200 individual medley. Allie Staver from Pleasant Valley in 6, Erica Sau from Iowa City West in 5, Lexi Horner in 4, 2 swimmers from Ames in lanes 3 and 2. And the girls start with the butterfly, and it's pretty even on this first leg of the medley. Each leg will have a different stroke. That's Lexi Horner at the turn in lane 4 from Johnston. And now to the backstroke. Allie Staver, look at her at the top of the screen in lane 3. She's actually leading to this point, but making the turn, Lexi Horner of Johnston's going to pull away on the freestyle and take home gold. What goes through your mind in training for this?
At practice, I always think, like, I need to try my hardest because I know the other girls are also training hard.
To the 100 freestyle, and here are your lane assignments. The defending champ Mackenzie Leahy of Lewis Central from Council Bluffs is in lane 5. Sarah Schemmel from Muscatine in lane 4. That's where the good race is going to be between the two of them in the middle of your pool. And here is a look at lanes 3, 4, and 5 at the turn. Great camera work all day at Marshalltown. Schemmel pulls away from Leahy, but Leahy is trying to make a nice dash at the end. It's a 2-girl race coming to the close, but it's going to be right at the end. Sarah Schemmel for the title.
My coach told me my stroke looked really forced in my 50, so I was trying to stay more relaxed in the 100, and it seemed to work.
Here's how they finished in the 100 freestyle. Schemmel in first, Leahy from Lewis Central was second, and Amy Feddersen, the freshman from Ames, was third.
Thank you, Paul, for that update. Great job, as always, by Paul and the entire IPTV sports crew, bringing you high school girls athletic championships all season long in all the sports. Barb Randall, Eric Braley back here inside the US Cellular Center in Cedar Rapids. Well, we caught up with Nevada's leader, who's been leading the way as the Cubs lead 2-0 over West Liberty here in the 3A final. Here's what Kassenbaum, the coach, Will Bauman, had to say about Kassenbaum's impact on this team.
It's great. A lot of people focus on Katie, and that's a benefit for us because we have a very solid lineup all the way through. And so inherently, when you focus on one, you lessen the focus on others. And I think that's what it's allowing a lot of our other hitters to really shine right now. And I think Katie does a great job of dealing with that pressure. Great kid. Really proud of her. She's an impact player, and she also makes her teammates better, which is exciting as a coach.
That's Will Bauman again, 11 years of coaching, second year at Nevada. It's his 9th straight trip to the state for Will. He took Tripola to 8 straight tournament appearances, winning 5 titles in Class 1A. 369 wins, 86 losses. Will Bauman getting it done at Nevada, 68 wins, only 19 losses. And Katie Kassenbaum, the senior, is a big reason for that. Well, it's must-win time for West Liberty. They've had that #1 ranking next to their name most of the season, especially the latter portion of it. But Nevada has come out, kind of punched them in the mouth and said, well, we want that state title too.
Well, and in the stats from the match so far, Nevada's killing West Liberty. They have 8 more kills than West Liberty. They have 6 more digs and 3 more ace serves. So those stats need to change if West Liberty wants a shot at this.
The numbers don't lie. Nevada getting it done statistically. The first set was tight, with Nevada winning 25-21. The second one, the Cubs really had a comfortable lead for most of it, winning 25-14. Nevada attacking in the purple tops. West Liberty defending and now getting their offense going with the blue, but 2 contacts. And we've seen a couple of those calls. That gives Amris Hornbuckle a chance. She really got it done serving. A couple service aces in that second set. Great defense. And powering it through that front line with the kill, Doffel. 4 kills for Haley Doffel. She had 294 in the regular season. Had 8 kills in the semifinal win over Mount Vernon. No attack errors, hitting 400. Miss efficiency. Can't hit through that block. We talked about in the second set, they're really struggling to establish the block. Looked pretty strong on that play.
Well, Cassidy Simon went up strong hands, got that block. She did a nice job on that. There still was a hole in that block, and that they need to work on making sure that that's closed.
Another service error. So out of the 3 points Nevada has here in the third, 2 of them have been errors by the Comets. Can't do that in the championship match when the lights are shining as bright as they are here this afternoon.
Well, and when your back's against the wall, you really need to make sure your serve goes in, even if you have to take a little bit off it.
Don't know what happened there. Miscommunication. Cubs get an easy point. And another chance for Abby Stevenson to serve. Number 3 in the state for digs. Number 5 in the state for kills. One of the star basketball and soccer players for Nevada. They've competed for 3 state championships in the last 9 months. You know you got a good junior, senior class when, regardless of the sport, you find yourself playing on that final day with everything on the line for a state title. Stevenson again. Altering the attack is Kassenbaum. Ceddar's dump. And in the net. think a little trip on the side of West Liberty, and Nevada doubling up the Comets at 6-3 as Will Bauman.
Good spot, that girl. No doubt.
Love that we got him mic'd up. I don't have to read lips. Let's just turn his mic up. An athletic group, Nevada, their third consecutive state tournament volleyball appearance. Quarterfinalists in 2013, semifinalists last year before falling to eventual champion Solon. Another point for Nevada. And it's a 5-0 run for the Nevada Cubs. If you're curious where Nevada is, take a look at the state of Iowa and put a dot right in the center of the map. About 5-10 minutes away from Ames and Iowa State University. Actually, the county seat for Story County. It's interesting, Barb, we get to call that 1A match. And looking at where some of the teams are traveling 4.5 hours to get here for Cedar Rapids.
Yeah, every ref is going to call that on that replay. Yeah, it's a long trip for some of these teams. And Cedar Rapids is fairly central, but I mean a little on the eastern side of Central. And we've got probably the northwesternmost team in Central Lyon and the southwesternmost team in Sydney.
Well, they don't care if they have to drive for 9 days. As long as they get to compete for a state title, they'll be here, and so will their fans. 9-3, timeout. The Cubs are running away. 7-0 run. Cubs trying to get out the brooms to sweep their way to their first state title. Here's what Will Bauman has to say inside the Nevada huddle.
Might go all the way to the pin. She also might come all the way in. Just kind of depends. 10 for sure is going to be out there. Make sure we don't fall asleep. Center is up. They're going to dump. My next guess is that they're going to dump deep corner. So who's our middle back right now? Stay deep, spy, get ready to go. Got it? I wouldn't be surprised if she just turns and swings. Got it? Keep your eyes down. Keep your eyes on the hitter. Nice shot. Keep it up.
Keep pushing. 1, 2, 3, team. Keep it going.
One word that I heard Coach Bauman talk about, spy. What in the world is he talking about, Barb?
Well, that must be a code word for them. That's not necessarily a volleyball word, but what I would take it to mean in the context that he used it is keep your eyes open, make sure you're watching and looking for the dump, because Cassidy Simon is front row and she is an offensive-minded setter.
Cassidy Simon, Maddie Simon, playing at Boise State volleyball next year, trying to help their team, West Liberty, get back into this thing. But a 7-point lead, an 8-0 run for the Nevada Cubs. Stevenson gets a lot of that credit with some tough serving. Block, and it's a block party in Cedar Rapids for the Nevada Cubs. Holy buckets. 11-3.
And right now, West Liberty's passing is not getting the job done. Cassidy Simon had to bump set that one. The one before that went off the court. They really need to make sure that they're putting the ball somewhere in the high enough in the middle of the court so that she can do something with it.
Cubs insist a back set slide. That's what they want. That's what they got. Putting on a clinic. Let's take a look. It's a 10-0 run.
Nice job on that slide. She's out there. She's chasing it off one foot and goes straight cross court with it.
Lift called, and the 10-0 run stops. What's the call?
The call is the ball went outside the antenna. And
okay.
That's why your line judges are there. They're not only there to watch the line, but they're also there because it's a hard angle for both the up ref and the down ref with whether it's inside or outside the antenna, and the line judges help with that call as well.
13-3, Nevada firmly in the driver's seat and just putting their foot, pressing down on the accelerator right here. Looking for the school's first ever volleyball state championship. And finally, a side out. Haley Dahlfeld says enough's enough. The senior middle hitter, top 10 state in kills and kill efficiency. They're going to need to put it together an 11-0 run here.
They really are, and they need to, you know, you kind of start working your way into it. That might help, but you work your way into it. You're not completely aggressive, but you're not waiting back on your heels, and you just kind of get the flow of it and start picking up the pace.
13-5. Nevada. One set one, 25-21. Victorious in set two, 25-14. They lead 13-6. West Liberty trying to dig deep right now. They've been ranked #1 for a good portion of the season. Service air. Well, a recap of our day so far. Barb and I got here about 8 a.m. And at 10 o'clock, we kicked things off with the 5A championship. Bettendorf won the first set, then Ankeny Centennial rattled off the next three. Ankeny Centennial, your 5A champion. And then West Delaware swept Harlan 3-0. After this, we have the 2A showdown. And Barb and I will cap it off about 7 o'clock tonight as we'll bring you the 1A matchup. 5 contests, 5 trophies being given out today in Cedar Rapids. I call it Championship Friday.
That's good.
And you're sad because it's the final day of the high school volleyball season.
I am. It's a fun season for me, as my passion is volleyball, and I'm sad to see it end. Every year I'm sad to see it end.
Good hustle. They got to get it over, and they do. The Nevada crowd going crazy, and a smart headsy play. You don't have to wait for the third contact to knock it over, and the setter Cassidy Simon, #1 at the state tournament in kill efficiency. She's what you call an active setter with 168 kills in the regular season.
Well, and Coach Bauman has been warning them, watch the setter, spy, you know, that all that stuff, and that, still she got that tip down. It was a very good time to tip, and maybe it'll get them started on a roll here.
Well, Barb, as a former Division I coach, what do you feel like some of these people who are listening, maybe viewers that are junior high school, maybe high school, that want to improve, be the best volleyball player they can, what can they be working on to get into the starting lineup for the varsity team and to improve, to maybe get their team to the state championship someday?
Well, 2 words, ball control.
What's that mean?
As long as you can control the ball and tell the ball where to go instead of letting your body react to it and having it bounce off you, you will be able to find a place. You can use ball control in every aspect of the game, controlling where you serve, controlling where you pass, controlling how you hit and how you contact the ball, and making sure that the ball goes where you want it to go. That's the biggest thing in every skill.
So you get the ball control figured out, and then you work on other things like serving and serve reception.
Well, ball control is part of all of it. So if you can make sure that when you're serving, you can put the ball on a dime over there, that's ball control. If in serve receive, if you're passing, you want to make sure it's on the setter's head every single time. That's ball control. So anytime you hit a ball, you want to make sure you can hit the open spots, because you know what defense they're playing in. So since you know the defense, you know where the open spots are, you hit those spots. It's all about making sure that whenever you contact the ball, it ends up where you want it.
Again, Barb Randall, an All-American at the University of Iowa, played on the United States national team, coached at the University of Northern Iowa, a member of the Iowa High School Girls Athletic Association Hall of Fame. Love having you on the broadcast. And then, of course, Sandy Stewart, who will be calling the 4A match with BJ Shaven. Love what she brings. She was your college coach at Iowa.
She recruited me to Iowa out of Comanche High School a long time ago. I guess I'm not going to say the year, but yeah, I really like Sandy a lot, and I really thank her for all that she's done for me.
Well, we thank you, the viewers, for tuning in. Again, Nevada just keeps putting more points on the board. In control, up 18-10 here in the third, and what looks to be probably final set of the Class 3A championship match. Powering it through, getting the kill. That's Addie Anderson. 5 kills in the semifinal win.
Well, and I think right now West Liberty needs to do a little bit of acting. When they get a good point, they need to overreact to it and get some of that energy going. Right now, it looks like they're just trying to muddle through, and they need to build on some of the good things they're doing, because they've gotten the last few points, and they're not very excited about it.
They're on a 2-0 run. Will Bauman, head coach for Nevada, calling out the plays defensively. Nevada won the first, 25-21, won the second, 25-14. Wow. That'll get a big cheer from the crowd. That'll get a big cheer as well. We're not done yet. Got to get to 25 and win by 2. Here's a replay.
Great to that golden corner.
It was wide open.
It was wide open. You cannot defend every inch of the court.
In system with it. The Comets. Hammer time. And they are on fire now. It's 18-14. The Cubs might have thought how they wanted to celebrate this championship. Lost a little focus. Wide open in that back corner.
Well, and that gives you a perfect view of that player back defense. You had a person in the middle of the court and 2 short, so the deep corners were open.
4-0 run for the Comets. Here's what head coach Ruben Galvan has to say inside their huddle.
You're only down 4 points right here. Keep that serve, front row. You got to penetrate on that block, okay? We got 3 hitters, so we should be moving a lot, okay? Let's go, ladies.
Nevada 32-9 on the year. West Liberty number 1, coming in to the right, finishing the regular season ranked number 1 with 37-4 record. Neither of these schools have won a state championship in volleyball. Something has to give. Right now, it looked like Nevada was going to easily win this 3rd set, and the Comets are finding a way. Out of the timeout, though, a kill by Hornbuckle, and the Cubs back up on top by 5.
Well, and that was a nice play. That slide coming around, she didn't have to hammer it. She just had to place it in the corner because the corners are wide open.
Block party again on the outside. So when the Comets went on that run, Kassenbaum in the rotation, she doesn't play every position all the way around, so she was actually on the bench. And that helped the Comets go on a run. Kassenbaum back in right now. And a point there. I do want to mention Ali Fayez Sr., a starter last year, has helped the Cubs get to the semifinal, but has been out since for almost the entire year with a back injury. 1 month ago to the day, October 13th, Ali found out the results of an MRI saying 1 herniated disc, 1 torn disc. Hopes to be back to basketball. She was one of the starters that won Nevada the state title. But if you have a all-conference performer, a starter from last year's team, who's on the bench right now, think of how strong Nevada would be with that. A shot of Ali, she's wearing that blue top there on the bench with the braids. And it's impressive, this Nevada group, getting it done even maybe not at full strength right now.
We're in the 2-man receive.
Here's a look at the Nevada huddle.
We also have 13 coming around backside. 13 is either going to go to zone 6 or she's going to cross hard. So who's right back right now? Right back. It's coming at you. Make sure you're ready to go. Give yourself a time to dig the ball and go towards the line on your release. Get stopped before the contact is made. Okay? Also keep your eyes down. So you're going to be seeing that. You're down right now as well, correct? Okay. It's going to be coming to one of you 2 out of the right side. Katie, you've got 9 in the front row. Make sure you track her. And then, of course, 10 is still front row, so we've got her on the outside. Okay? Still taking line. Here we go.
Nevada just 4 points away from the 3A title. West Liberty, though, trying to force a game 4. We'll bar the NCAA Regionals in Des Moines, December 11th and 12th. Final 4 in Omaha. If you're watching this on Iowa Public Television and you want to see the highest of levels for NCAA Division I volleyball, get your tickets. Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines, December 11th and 12th. And the Final 4 and championship match in Omaha, December 17th, 18th, and 19th. Poor contact, trying to get a roll shot over. Comets with the point. Megan Anderson into the lineup, one of those seniors. Nevada graduates a lot. West Liberty does as well. After this season, great decision. It's not about power every time. Perfect placement as it's pushed to the back row. Nobody at home.
And you can hear in every timeout, Bauman is talking to them about what's open, where to go if they need an outlet, that kind of thing. And so the players go up knowing that if I'm not in perfect position, I know where I'm putting the ball.
22-16 here in the third. Good pass. Nice set. And blocked at the net. More substitutions. Here's Brianna Morales, a sophomore middle hitter. Again, West Liberty has looked good here in Cedar Rapids, defeating Forest City in the quarterfinals 3-0, and sweeping Mount Vernon in the semis 3-0. Nevada overall in the state tournament, 8 wins, only 1 set loss. Overall, a 3-1 sweep over Waterloo Columbus Catholic in the quarters, and a 3-0 sweep over Carroll Kemper in the semifinals yesterday.
Well, and that just seems to be the way the ball is bouncing for West Liberty. They had a great open spot for a dump, and it was just out of bounds.
Nevada knocking on the door, leading 23-18. Love to see the fight in the heart. But Audra Bridenstine, a senior for West Liberty. Let's go to that neck camera for the replay.
Well, and you can see how their hands were more straight up than they were pushed over, and that's what kept the ball on their side of the net.
West Liberty, the overpass. Back set slide, just a hair out of bounds. And pulling within 3 now. It just has felt like Nevada has been in control this entire third set. Then you look at the score. Hey, it's just 3 points that separate, 3 points separate Nevada from West Liberty right now. Almost a service ace. Working it to the outside. Beautiful dig. Good pass. Setter dump. West Liberty staying at home, not sleeping on that play. Trapping it down is Tupper. Tracking it down is Tupper, the setter. Back set. Out of bounds again. Was it touched?
I didn't see a touch on it.
Asking for a touch. And look out, here come the Comets, trailing just by 2. They need to win this third set. It hasn't been pretty, but they are finding a way to get back into this thing. They came back once this year down 24-16, so you better believe they can come back from this.
Well, especially if Nevada starts getting a little passive and a little nervous, then that will help the West Liberty Comets.
Again, Kassenbaum on the bench in this rotation. That's when West Liberty went on a run last time. 23-22. Here's West Liberty's huddle.
Okay, any free ball that they're getting, they're pushing to that corner, so stay disciplined. Okay, read what they're doing. We need one big defensive stop right here. One big defensive stop, okay? Maintain that serve right here on our side. We're going to be fine. Who's front row right now? That's 3. We got a front row setter, ladies. We got to use her, okay? She's going to get us a kill for us right here. Let's go.
Love seeing all these different head coaches' personalities really come through and how they address and communicate with their teams. Well, they better believe.
Yeah, they are right there. This is about to get exciting.
Well, Kassenbaum again on the bench. It's not because she's injured or did something wrong. It's just there is a rotation, and her part of the rotation right now, she does not play that back row. So not that firepower offensively than when she is the front row. Except for that. Match point, 24-22. Big time kill. Aaron Francis, the senior. Championship point for Nevada. Looking for the school's first ever volleyball championship, and miscommunication. They run into each other, and the Comets pull within one. Oh my.
Well, that tip by Hattie Anderson was not quite to the right spot in the player back defense. She tipped it right to the defender, but there was nobody to take the second contact. So it worked out well for the Comets.
Still match point. Nevada needs one more. West Liberty. Attack here, and we are tied. 24-all here in the third set of the 3A championship match. You got to be kidding me. Where in the world did West Liberty come from? They were down. 24-all. Great defense by both teams. Point Nevada. 25-24, championship point again, and it'll be the senior Aaron Francis to serve. A near service ace. The overpass. Nevada has options. Good defense by the Comets. Out of bounds. Oh, it's in! Oh! The official, I thought at first, was pulling out, and then he said in. 25-25.
Well, it was close, but I'm sitting here pretty close to the line, and it definitely was in.
Some overtime here in the third set. Good pass. Back set slide. Blocked. Out of bounds. Point Nevada.
I think you should start it at like 1-1 or 0-0, and you have to win by 2, and then it would just be like this the whole set.
Abby Bremer, another senior for the Cubs. With the serve, 26-25. Match point. Nevada needs one more. Comets get the point. The antenna's waving. Ball sails out of bounds, and it's tied 26-all.
So what happened on that was the block hit the ball, and then when it came down, she played it, and then it hit the antenna, which is out of bounds.
Jousting opportunity, won by the Comets. They believe, and now they have match point. What have they fought off? 4 match points, and now they are in the driver's seat. 27-26. West Liberty needing one more point here in the third. Bump, set, tip. It's down. Well, this thing's going at 50.
Now you know why I love this. This is awesome.
There's a little lull in there in the early going of that third set, but they cranked it back up. Got to win by 2, 27-27. Beautiful serve. Block, point, Nevada. Will the 5th time be the charm? 28-27, needing just one more. And you better believe West Liberty isn't going to make it easy on them.
Well, no. We had some help on the 3-ball rotation with one of the people in the crowd.
Hornbuckle, a senior to serve. Tip. Point. West Liberty. 28-all.
You know it's fun volleyball when all the teams on the floor and they're still punching and trying to get that last ball over the net.
We're in about the 5th different rotation here since it was 24. Now it's 28-28. Back set. Stevenson gets blocked. Need to knock it over. They do. In system are the Comets. Great battle here for the 3A. This is just the 3rd set, but Nevada won the 1st and the 2nd. Block. Point. Nevada. Katie Kassenbaum in the front row. Abby Stevenson to serve. Match point for Nevada. Beautiful serve again. Good pass. Quick set. Kassenbaum, and Nevada has done it. They are your Class 3A state champions in volleyball for the first time ever. It went down to the wire in the third. You got to win by 2. 30-28, the final. Let's take a look at the final point. Nevada wins in 3. Sure didn't feel like an easy sweep.
Well, it ended up not being an easy sweep. I mean, the way they ended that last 2 points was fantastic.
Gotta love high school athletics. Look, the emotion, the heart, the tears. Nevada, girls state champions in basketball last year, runners-up in soccer. How about add another trophy to the trophy case? 30-28, the final. Your Class 3A champion. They join Ankeny Centennial and West Delaware as champions here today in 2015. So we'll hand out the hardware, find out who's on the all-tournament team, and celebrate some more for Nevada. Here's public address announcer with the all-tournament team and the trophies.
Roger Francis, Dave Wilkerson, George Tracy, and Greg Ebeling. The 2015 Class 3A all-tournament team. Katie Kassenbaum from Nevada. From West Liberty, Maddie Simon. From Kemper Catholic, Paige Overmole. From Mount Vernon, Libby Ryan. From Nevada, Abby Stevenson. From Nevada, Aaron Francis. And the captain of the 3A all-tournament team from West Liberty, Cassidy Simon.
Quite an honor to be named to the all-tournament team. Members from both Nevada and West Liberty. Cassidy Simon is named the captain. She was the setter for West Liberty. That's an outstanding group of individuals. But I tell you what, volleyball is a team sport. So while Kassenbaum, Stevenson, and Francis had great individual performances, it was the collective team effort that gave their school the 3A championship. And congratulations to the other individuals on a great state tournament.
Well, and in volleyball, one person can't do it all. One person can't dribble down the floor and make every basket. One person, you have to have everybody involved.
Class 3A state volleyball runner-up team, the West Liberty Comets, and head coach Ruben Galvan. And now, ladies and gentlemen, your 2015 Class 3A champions and Coach Will Bauman and the Cubs from Nevada.
Nevada hoists the trophy for the first time ever in volleyball. They are your Class 3A champions, finishing the year 33-9. West Liberty 37-5. We saw some great volleyball, and we got even more coming your way. It's the 2A championships right after this, followed by the 1A finals. It's Championship Friday. Nevada, your 3A champs. Congrats to them. And back with more volleyball right after this on IPTV Sports.
Funding for the Iowa Girls High School Volleyball Championships is provided by
The path to greatness starts early. The Iowa Farm Bureau believes in Iowa's youth and their pursuit of greatness. That's why we're proud to be the title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Each student's effort is important, and when one rises, we all rise to a better Iowa.
Fairway, along with Nabisco, Wells Blue Bunny, and Frito-Lay, is a proud sponsor of the 2015 Iowa Girls High School Sports Championships. We congratulate all the schools and student athletes participating in this year's Girls High School State Volleyball Championships. Fairway, proud to care for the places we work and live.
By Musco Lighting, the sports lighting specialist, providing lighting systems for you, your project, and your community.
Mid-American Energy, diversifying the ways we generate electricity by investing in wind generation capacity in Iowa. Information is available at midamericanenergy.com. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.